Hello, I'm Annie. Today I'm going to discover my cover song Now We Are Free. It's a theme song from the movie Gladiator. As I said previously, nowadays I release my songs in two different versions. One is 100% organic version without pitch correction, and another is the pitch corrected version. So I basically use the pitch corrections and a feedback for myself, do a comparison like this just on the pitch to help me improve in the future. Yeah, so let's get started. Flavum non dilis hadinum da nam di flavum hanno shadam hanno shele kunot Flavum non dilis hadinum da nam di flavum. Then on the first section, I think it's not too bad, even though I begin slightly higher on the pitch, but it's not like deviant from the frequency line too much. So it doesn't really sound like too much out of the context. And they're also a little bit different, such as how do you know humda? So, but overall, I think it feels pretty natural. I think even without the pitch correction, it still doesn't sound too bad. Let's look at the next section. Wing Jesus, happy with his arm, apes ale really be. Wing Jesus, happy with his arm, apes ale really be. In this section, what I feel that I could have done a little bit better is when I'm singing that una pitch is kind of sounds a little bit abrupt, like the transition is kind of hard and not very soft. That just even though pitch wise is not too bad, but overall I don't think it sounds very smooth. That's something I definitely need to improve. And also this part is quite low, and actually one of the reasons that I select song is I know this song is a little bit out of my comfort zone, so I think this song is a good practice for me to learn to sing a little bit more stably in this lower register, which I normally don't really go into, especially on the last notes of this section. Really be, that's like very low. You can see like from the graph, I'm almost like over 100 cents off on the end of the word. So that's kind of like an indication that I find a little bit struggling to maintain a very stable low. And I think this can only be improved if I have practiced more and I have perfected my voice in a better way. with you. This section, I think overall sounds slightly better than the first, especially when we have this una pitch. The transition sounds a little bit more smoother, but I have exactly the same problem and the end of the last notes that I didn't really sing on accurate pitch. Actually, I don't know whether because I learned the song wrong or was it because I couldn't keep it steady on that low note. Right now, I just don't really remember what exactly happened. So because pitch-wise, it's kind of like steady on a note, but it's just like doesn't seem to be on the right notes. I could hear the song in the wrong way and learn it that way. Right now, I can not remember exactly. It's been a while since I touched the song. La la da bu du ne la du na, le la da bu du ne la do da, la la da bu du ne la do na, le la da bu du ne la do da, la la da bu du ne la do na, le la da bu du ne la do da, la la da bu du ne la do na, le la da bu du ne la do da. La la da bu du ne la do na, le la da bu du ne la do da, la la da bu du ne la do na, le la da bu du ne la do da, la la da bu du ne la do na, le la da bu du ne la do da, la la da bu du ne la do na, le la da bu du ne la do da. So this section, actually, I have some other backing vocals going on, so I need to sing it like several times. But you can hear like the first part of that is actually some of the notes a little bit off. Maybe the second part gets a little bit better. It's kind of always like that when you're recording, and once you get into the flow, you tend to sing a little bit better than when you just begin. This one, I think one of the issue is when you have backing vocals and you are trying to sing the same notes, and when you are a little bit off in one track and then you are a little bit off in another track and in another track, when it adds off, it's kind of a little bit more disturbing, especially I need to kind of pan them a little bit on the sides. So the best solution for this kind of vocal is to practice more and try to sing it more on the pitch for each track. So overall, they sound more in harmony. Of course, this also needs to be worked on the rhythm, the tempo. You need to sing at exactly the same time. Everything is like perfectly synchronized, and it just overall sounds much better. But I also wanted to mention is sometimes when you are singing something that is more energetic and more exciting, you will naturally go a little bit sharper than that. But it is very natural for human voice to sound like that. But sometimes when the sharp notes deviate too much, like maybe over 20 cents or something, it will not sound very good together with other vocals. It is human to go a little bit sharper, but you cannot go sharp too much in this case. So I would say, in my case, I probably would still need to practice a little bit more. So my notes is not like go too far away from the frequency line and sounds a little bit like sticking out. Hanno shele kuno tafiem fleven me chandoli fleven Flafle, Shlem, Flafle, Non Dili, Hadinon, Naundi, Flavam, Hanno Shadam, Hanno Shale Kunotaviam, Flevam, Flevam, May, Shondoli Flenon, Flafle, Shlem, Flafle, Non Dili, Hadinon, Naundi, Flavam, Shandunom Mande, Duanti, Ana Shadan Dunako, Shele Kutun, Shandunom Mande, Duanti, Ana Shadan Dunako, Shele Kutun. The last section, I think I did a pretty good job, I would say. Most of them are pretty much on the page, except the sound of the notes. It's a little bit, especially the lower one, it's like a little bit unstable, and some of the might be a little bit in between. So it probably will sound better if I can work a little bit on that. Overall, for the song, I'm quite satisfied with my performance. I still need to improve a lot on my pitch, but this is not really something you can just do overnight, and it probably will still take some time, and I keep at it, it will get better and better. And I hope I will definitely do a better job in the next one. I hope this analysis also will encourage you to use the pitch correction and a feedback for yourself, that you can listen to the little differences and judge which part it will sound just naturally better without the pitch correction, but which part will sound better with the pitch correction. And this is exactly where you will need to kind of improve. And sometimes it has nothing to do with the pitch problem, but it's more like a singing technique overall. I hope if you are using the same method as I do, it will also help you sing better naturally. Anyways, if this is helpful for you, I hope to see you later. Bye!